looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Running to start the drive is Love. He's going to have the first down past the 20. As they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run again with Love on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
It's a play fake. Now Vick. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
they
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 2nd and 10, Walker. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Watch twist. Bravo. Watch out. Hey, hustle. Check 24.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Bryce Love, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Big stop, let's go. Deuce. Show alert.
They'll run with Marshall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with Love here. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Walker. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On 1st down, it's Marshall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Mike, 50.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on third down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They'll run on first down. Marshall. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Allen going to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On second down now. It's Marshall. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
Now Marshall.
It's run.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down. It's Marshall, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Walker. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Walker off the play fake. It's caught. Cooper. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Going to give it to Love. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Bryce Love with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Marshall gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Open man here is Gentry. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
52's the mic right here over there. Hey, my 7. Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go.
Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch right, watch right. Watch right, watch right.
And again, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Check my 50. Hey, Steve 6.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st down, here's Love. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Vick. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football.
Now, plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Check nickel.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Walker, a final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but story.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Walker now, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Hey, me and you all day, all day.
Third and long for Vic. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. We want this.
Now Allen operating from the gun. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
And able to work his way down to the 16. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Squeeze, double. 51, Mike. 51. Ready?
Now this time he'll look to throw. And caught by Cooper for a Bills touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Allen. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? Take the Pittsburgh. Watch it, 5. Watch it, one. Let's back. Check, 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 check.
Here's Walker on 1st and 10. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
On first down, Allen. Wide open receiver complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Come on. 55.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd and 7, Walker. He finds an opening past the 40, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, here's Love. And some room to work. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 17-yard line. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Defense wins championships, baby.
To throw is Walker. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, opposite the quarterback, But number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Throwing now is Allen. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go draw play. This is Samuels. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Allen now looks to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Allen to throw it. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 11. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
All day, dog. Sponge, sponge, sponge.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play here for the Bills. 71 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Steelers 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Marshall. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And here's Marshall. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at that 18-yard
The
line.
defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check me out.